So, welcome everybody. So, we are continuing today. This is the last for the fire segment. So, we're working with the solar plexus, so plexus quite a bit, the navel, like activating that very central core part. But we begin with arrival. So, as usual, we will sit comfortably. We can relax hands on knees, lift up the chest, or maybe on the relax hands on the lap, whatever feels good. But we will also try to observe that we do not create tension by sitting up straight. Shoulders relax down, heart is lifted a little bit up, the top of the head stretching a little bit up, but there is no tension. And we begin a slow, deep breathing through the nose, allowing the breath flow all the way down as much as we can to the bottom of the lungs. And then on the exhale, allowing that breath be fully, completely released. Our mind can start assisting or like traveling, observing the pathway of the breath, the rhythm of the breath, the temperature of the air that's coming in, cooler, fresher, and then what's coming out, warmer, softer. And we can observe more what's present in the body, perhaps beginning with feeling the weight of your body on the floor, supported by the surface, by the earth, the ground. Feel how the weight is dispersed, like what parts, like probably the sitting bones you feel more, if you're seated in cross-legged, you feel it on your legs. Just feel the weight. Feel your body. And then from that sensation of being seated, feeling the weight, we start observing what else is happening, what else is current for you today. What's occurring in the body, in the sensations in the body. Your heartbeat, perhaps. If there is any part of your body is asking for more love and attention today. Moving up, kind of scanning from the bottom all the way up. How's your neck, shoulders? How's muscles in the face? Any tension in the head? And when we got familiar, we scan the whole body. We will now gently gathering our attention and direct it towards what brought you here today to be on this mat. What is your best intention for yourself? It can be intention for this practice, for this hour together, or maybe something further goal. Maybe this is your continuous, you're answering something for your calling, where you would like to go, where would you like to be at the end of this day or week or month or year. What is your, maybe you have a bigger goal. You already know, you identify that, and you're moving towards that. Just think about where would you like to go? What is the direction? What is the goal? Could be your project. Could be just maybe something about your personal, maybe in the realm of relationship, with others or with the self. And then I invite you to make a very brave jump and see that this intention realized. You're already there. It's already happening. You're right in this moment. You're realizing it's happening. It's real. It's becoming truth, or it became truth. And now I want you to go there and explore, what do you feel there? What is the main emotions, feelings that you're experiencing when your intention realized? Could be one, which is the strongest, maybe multiple, but try to identify and know what they are. What are those feelings, emotions, states? So this, now you know, those are the states and feelings that you want to experience. It you need to experience, understand, feel more, understand, because we might, for example, oh, I want to feel confident, or maybe I want to feel connected, and it's just what it means is just, of course, you know how all of those feelings at some degree, but with your intention, when you're going towards it, you just want to explore and at a greater depths, at a different perspective. So throughout the class, throughout the practice today, we'll try to evoke those feelings again. So I invite you to just remember them, and we will be going back to them through the practice. And we begin with powerful breathing. So we will start with alternate powerful breathing through the nose. We will be inhaling, blocking our left nostril. So we'll inhale through the left or through the right, and then exhale through the left. Inhaling through the right and exhaling through the left. Keep pushing. You're probably noticing that one nostril is a little bit more freely moving the air than the other one. That's very normal. We usually are not that balanced, because depending on which nervous system is more active, parasympathetic or sympathetic. So we're actively choosing to activate right now the right side a little bit more, and so you feel more push, more pressure as we're inhaling, and exhaling is a little bit shorter when you're doing the powerful breath. And once more, we will inhale, hold the breath, and we'll block our left nostril with the right hand, and begin the breath. We will block our right nostril and begin a breath of 5 through the left. Alternate version, you can always stay with either powerful breath or longer deep breathing if you choose not to do breath of fire. Sometimes it may be a little too much for your body. And then we'll shift and continue breath of fire, but this time through the right. And we continue a breath of 5, but we release the hand, and now it's through the both nostrils. Actively pumping navel, diaphragm if we're choosing to do breath of fire. But if we're staying with the alternate breathing, either powerful or slow, we're still engaging our navel as much as possible. We continue a breath of 5, but for the last 30 seconds, we're gonna open the mouth, stink the tongue as far as we can. We continue with the lion breath, where powerful exhale will make a sound. Trying our jaw to drop as much as we can, opening as wide as we can, sticking the tongue as far as possible, opening up through the throat, letting that heat wave keep moving. And then exhale, inhale through the nose. We're holding the breath while we are applying a root lock, lifting pelvic muscles floor up, pulling navel in, lifting up, opening up through the diaphragm and the chest, opening through the shoulders, lifting up the chin a little bit, and sending our attention up towards the top of the head. And then exhaling and slowly releasing everything, relaxing. We'll just take a moment and feel. It was very powerful energy activation. We worked a lot. We began to opening up our abdominal area, the solar plexus, lower back, even though we were sitting, but through the pumping, through that breath, through the awareness, things already shifting and changing. And I invite you to explore a little bit how your state, your feelings, your experience of your body is different after this breathing exercise. What are you noticing? Now inhale deeply and exhale. Very nice. I invite you to stretch and shake your legs a little bit. And we will be going back to sit in the cross-legged position, but I invite you to put the other foot on top so we can have this balance stretching. If you're comfortable, you can always shift and sit on heels if it feels better. And here we're gonna do more on the diaphragm. Right here, this is the shoulder twist, but we'll do a couple variations, and we begin with a very classic shoulder twist when we place our hands on the shoulders, trying to keep our elbows level with the shoulders, and we begin twisting from side to side, and we begin gently, slower, just experiencing and feel that twist as far as we can go. Just feel how this whole upper segment is becoming more alive. Feel your mid back, perhaps your upper back. We're trying to keep the chest open, lifted. We're working with that segment, like the thoracic part that in somatic world we call the area that hold the armor around our emotions. So we're trying to also add attention to the breath to make it as deep and as powerful as we can, because it will allow to more movement, more mobilization in this segment, and emotional releases as a result of moving the body, breathing through this movement. Kind of softening this segment, softening around the heart, around the lungs, so we can breathe more freely. And then we will be continuing this movement, but now we will interplace fingers and place them behind the head and continue the twist. We can go at a little bit faster pace if it feels good. It's not as wide twist, you can notice that probably. So it's a little bit, probably feels safer to move a little bit sharper, a little bit faster. But keeping the breath very conscious and as deep as powerful as possible. And the twist will continue, but this time we'll stretch our hands over the head. And again, it shortens the twist a little bit, so we can allow ourselves to go even more fast. The breath speeds up a little bit too. And as we're twisting, we're also trying to kind of stretch up a little bit. Our arms, our upper body, like we're trying to lift off the ground while continue the twisting. Just a little more. And then we'll inhale and stretch even higher up, lifting through the hands up and through the pelvic floor. We're applying pressure on the muscles around the rectum, sex organs, navel, up, 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 and exhaling. And we'll slowly release everything. We'll just take a moment and notice what we feel, what is present. Observing, feeling grounded again, that you are seated, you are supported, you're welcomed. Observing the segment that you were working, the ribs, the heart, solar plexus, and the front and on the back. Now we'll deeply inhale and exhale. Very nice. And again, I invite you to shake your legs a little bit, because we will be continuous sitting in cross-legged position. So it's good to shake it up, let this energy, let this circulation flow. And shifting, again, I invite you to put the other foot on top. So we continue working on that balance that, as I understand, it's not really a state. It's a desire of that state. It's like constant movement forward. There is always something that needs adjustment to add more to the balance. So through the solar plexus, the emotions, like very strong, very powerful. And one of the most powerful emotions that are anger. Very often we don't have a very healthy relationship with that emotion. So here I invite you to, in safe environment, in the front of the witness of all of us, right, to express it as much as you can. We're gonna do what's it called, anger, fists of anger. Okay, so we're gonna make fists like strong fists. Okay, and we will be moving them backwards, right? It looks a little bit like a gorilla, like a monkey, and our breath will be through the pursed lips, right? Very powerful with the sound. So we're pumping the navel, we're pumping that energy. So so let your inner gorilla, that very, very powerful monkey, come out and be angry. You can think about something that really frustrates you, okay? And you are allowed to express it. So you can really, really put all that motion out forward without worry that you will be judged or you will be, not seen right, or, that it's not allowed, it's not okay. So this is allowed here, this is okay. You can be as angry as you want. Just be careful not to hurt yourself if you move too fast. So we begin. Just first start with the motion. Just feel that how it goes, and then add that powerful breath with the sound, with very powerful sighs as you exhaling, pumping navel. Letting out that frustrations, anything that, maybe some small things that are coming into your mind, maybe, not so frustrating, not so that has a big emotional trigger for you, but let it keep going and see what will start coming out. Continue for another 30 powerful seconds. Just keep going, just a little bit more. And then we'll inhale, stretch our hands up, open palms widely, stretch and hold and hold and hold. Tense your entire body, squeeze everything, hold, 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 hold. And then exhale, we'll shake everything, shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. Shake your whole body, your head, your shoulders, your chest, your hands, especially in the wrists. We hold a lot of emotions unexpressed in the form of communication in our wrists. Just shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. And we'll relax. I'll just take a few moments and feel. This is a very powerful work. This is very powerful exercise. And then just observing what is showing up, how we feel, if there is any shifts and changes. And then we'll make very loose fists, like very gentle. And we begin drumming as we're breathing slowly, rhythmically. on the chest, on the sternum, on the ribs, just all around, just gently. Breathing slower, much slower. Long breaths. And then with the fist, we continue exploring the drumming on the back, the lower back, and as high as your fists can go. Going around the lungs, on the back, the sides and the front. Just a little more. Very nice. And we'll relax our hands. We'll take a moment and feel how you feel in your chest. How you feel in your heart. How your breath is flowing. How you feel in terms of not physical sensation, but your emotions. I will deeply inhale and exhale. And we place hands on the knees. And we begin with the camel rider in a very classical form. On the inhale, we'll stretch forward. And on the exhale, we roll back. Gently opening through the heart, through the chest, through the back, lower back, mid back, upper back. Every time on the inhale, when we moving forward, we try to bring our shoulders as kind of shoulder blades as close as possible. And then on the exhale, we try to widen that space between shoulder blades as much as possible. And here we're opening chest as you feel, if you notice all of that. We also are working on the hips, flexibility of the hips. We want our lower segment to be supporting our chest, our heart, our thoracic segment. And that flexibility allows this stability, that allows this flow of energy, that we feel more grounded, that we feel comfortable in who we are, so we can go up higher and accept what we feel, how we're experiencing the world, and our connection with other people. And we will continue with the camel rider, but we will switch our breath to inhaling through the nose and exhaling lion breath through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, sticking the tongue out. Allowing that breath to be powerful, come out powerfully with the sound, with intention to express, to let go, to exhale completely, release completely. Allow yourself to be as powerful in your releases, and you let go, in your sound, in your breath, as much as possible. Just to be as true, as powerful to yourself as you can, as it's possible physically. And then once more we will be inhaling, stretching forward, lifting up. We're holding the breath, lifting the pelvic floor muscles up, 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 stronger, opening up in the chest more, stretching shoulders back, and then completely exhaling with the lion breath, holding that stretch, holding the breath out, and again applying a root lock, pelvic floor muscles up, hold and hold and hold and hold, a little bit more. And then we release everything, and on the inhale, we slowly straighten up. And we'll take a moment and feel. Beginning with the body, the breath, any shifts, any changes. How's your diaphragm? How's your chest? How's your abdominal? Because we work quite a bit with the navel as well. We have a lot of armoring around the belly, around the navel, right? It's kind of our very vulnerable place we need to protect. But as a result, it can cause too much tension, not enough circulation allowed, not enough connection with those feelings and emotions around your navel and your solar plexus. Now we'll take a deep breath in and out. Very nice. We can shake our legs a little bit. Shake and shake and shake. And we keep our legs stretched forward. We lean forward to the level where it's comfortable for us to keep our back straight. We don't want to collapse in our lower back, so we just kind of keep it straight. And we begin first the motion, inhaling up, exhaling down. Notice we engaging our lower body, we're opening hamstrings, we're kind of elongating our lower back, the spine. So we're stretching quite a lot of fascia throughout the whole body in this movement. But we also are working on the pelvis and abdominal area. There's that what we call freeze collapse pattern. We're kind of working on that. Loosening up, we're kind of helping to release what is stored in the back body, in the lower back, in the pelvis area. So we're using our breath to go deeper. And we also observing that we try not to go to the too much stretching, that it's actually start creating more rigidity. We want to keep this movement soft. All right, so we feel safe with that movement. Body can trust, we can soften. Because we want to build up strength from softness, from kind of gentleness, versus from rigidity control. Our breath is here to help a lot because it allows this natural, when we're shifting our attention to the breath, especially long and deep, it will allow a little bit more parasympathetic mode, shifting to parasympathetic mode, and then that will allow the softness to come, gentleness to come. And we continue staying in this position. We will be inhaling, all right, rising up, and then exhaling. We lean forward, we hold the breath out, and we do as many pumps of the navel in and out as we can. Maybe it will be 4, maybe it will be 10, all right? And then we will be inhaling, rising up again, exhaling, leaning forward, and again, pumping the navel as many times as we can while we're holding our breath out. Trying to do a very good quality pumps that it goes all the way up towards the spine. Continue, just a couple more cycles left. So we are it's very interesting introduction here to the body because we are stretching, right? So we also encouraging softness, but at the same time, we're applying our navel energy, right? That's like, it's a power. So we learning through the body how we can be soft and powerful at the same time, have a full access to our power and control of our power, but at the same time we don't have to be rigid. And we'll finish the cycle when you do your pumping, and on the next inhale we lift up, on an exhale we go down just softly, and we hold here without the breath, without the pumping, just softly holding, and then inhaling, slowly rising up. Very nice. And we can shake and shake and shake and shake, loosening up anything that needs to loosen up. All right. And I invite you to shift into sitting position, whichever is comfortable for you, either on the heels or in cross-legged position. We will be here for about 2 minutes. And we will continue working with the navel, with the powerful breath of fire, if you're comfortable with breath of fire, but you can also shift to either just powerful breathing or long and deep breathing, if it feels good for you today. We will be holding our hands, interlace fingers behind the back of the head, and we try to open up our elbows to go as far as we can. Here is the very important part. We are sitting up straight, but we are not arching, okay? We're just sitting up kind of flat, straight back, no arching in the lower back. Everything is just straight and kind of consolidated. While elbows are stretching back, we try to strengthen our neck, so there is no collapse in the neck. We're not moving it forward, we're keeping it slightly chin in. And we begin with the breath of fire. While our eyes are focusing at the center of the head, the forehead, where the eyebrows meet, and a little bit above. It's It's a gentle focus of eyes. They slightly kind of rolling up towards that that spot, that area. Opening as much as we can through the chest, keeping those elbows open. We're showing we can be open, true to ourselves, right? While we're pumping, we're applying our power unapologetically, putting it forward. Our power doesn't have to hide. It can be shown, it can be seen, it can be proud, it can be all exposed, and we can hold straight, open. Keep pumping, building that strength, that stability in owning our power, owning our anger, our agency. This is how we transfer our anger into power. And once more pumping, and then inhaling through the nose, holding the breath, opening up more in the chest while we applying a root lock, pelvic floor up, 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 up. Exhaling everything. Another deep inhale. And again, stretching our elbows back, applying a root lock, lifting energy up, 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 up. Our attention goes to the top of the head. Exhaling completely, and then once more deep inhale, holding up, lifting up from the pelvic floor all the way up to sense the top of the head, holding the breath. We keep holding the breath, and I will explain what we do next. We will be releasing the posture and the mula band, exhaling gently but with the side, and we'll hold our breath out. And we release everything, relaxing hands, and exhale, and holding the breath out, but holding it softly. We are in this breathless state, absolute calm. The space where everything begins, that quiet, that motionless, breathless. And we're waiting for that urge to appear, to be born, to take a breath in, just waiting for that urge. Allow that urge to strengthen, just holding breath out a little longer. And when you need to inhale, we appear on the surface, we are here, we arrive. Very nice. I will deeply inhale, exhale, and we will shake our legs a little bit. Shake and shake and shake. How are we going with the pace, with the exercises? Okay, good. So you balance, okay? If it's too much, you can always pause, you can always take a break, you can always slow down. So we will be down on the back for our stretch pose variation, all right? So we begin with on the back with the knees to the chest, and we will be inhaling and going into stretch pose, and then exhaling, going back on the floor into knees to the chest, All right. So we're gonna do a few of those activations and then we're gonna hold a stretch pose. So we begin inhaling and exhaling. And we'll do one more. Stretch it out on the inhale and then exhale. We'll go back. We'll rest for a little bit. Slowing down the breath. Trying to relax chest, relax shoulders, relax head, neck. If you feel like you might even roll your head from side to side, loosening up. All right, so our next, we will be holding stretch pose, and you choose to do it either with breath of fire or you can do it with long and deep breathing. We will be doing about 40 seconds of stretch pose and then resting. And then again, so we'll do it 2 times. All right, so we will bring chin towards the chest, stretch our legs out, and begin our powerful breathing, either breath of fire or long and deep. Almost there, last 5. And we'll deeply inhale, breathe root lock, and then exhale slowly. We'll bring our knees back to the chest and we'll rest here. Relaxing our chest, shoulders, neck and head. And again, we can now kind of roll our head from side to side. Relaxing muscles in the face. And we ready repeat for another 40 seconds of stretch pose. So we will be lifting our head up, stretching our legs, and beginning powerful, steady breathing. You can choose between breath of fire, long and deep breathing, but making sure we're activating our core, making sure we're pressing our lower back firmly into the floor. Almost there, last 10 seconds. Last 5. Inhale, breathe Mula Bandh, and exhale, we relax our legs on the floor, relax our head, chest, and we'll take a moment and feel, breathing slowly. And we'll take a deep breath in together and exhale. And we can bring our knees to the chest and roll from side to side, and then forward and back. All right. And we will be shifting position to turn and lay on the stomach. We kind of have one more of a little bit of that powerful exercises. And then we'll start cooling off. All right, so we're laying on the stomach. And this is a variation of a lotus pose, which we will be doing with a powerful lion breath. But lion breath, we will be inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, when we're sticking the tongue as far out as we can. So we have our hands. We have our hands behind the back and interlace fingers. Feet together, heels together. On the inhale, we lift up as high as we can, and then exhale. We're exhaling and relaxing down, all right? So we will be doing it for 1 minute. So you choose your pace. It can be faster, it can be slower. Just as soon as it is powerful breathing, inhale, exhale. And once more. And we're slowly relaxing our hands. Head could be on one side. We'll just take a few deep breaths here to feel. It was a very powerful exercise to open the chest, to open the throat, to strengthen the back. Through that breath and the movement, right, that intention, we also help to like clear and open up in the diaphragm. And using the sound of our breath, we will also expressing that our voice, the voice is not dangerous. Expression of the voice is allowed, even if it's not pretty, if it's not elegant, or however it is, you know, it's not quiet enough. It still can be expressed at their own power. Connecting our throat and our core and our solar plexus, all working together. No blocks, nothing preventing from inside any beliefs, any programs that holding that flow from being fully expressed. And we will continue resting, but we kind of gather ourselves into baby pose with the knees wide apart. So we'll continue resting, kind of bringing our body into this position to feel a little bit more releases in the lower back, more openness and releases in the pelvis. Breathing deeply into the belly to help stimulate our digestive organs, our processes of elimination in the body, balancing prana, apana, energy of life force and energy of releasing. Deeper breaths, we'll take a deep breath in and out. We'll slowly start rising up to sit comfortably in a cross-legged position. Our next exercise is it's more subtle than probably previous exercises. So what we will be doing, we keep our hands either on the knees or on the ankles, however it feels good. And we begin vertical movement, just up and down with our spine on the inhale, like we want to pull ourselves up from the top of the head, up, stretching the spine, and then releasing. Inhaling up, and then releasing. We're trying not to arch our lower back, keeping it flat, even though it might arch a little bit, but the movement is vertical, not forward, not the chest, up and down. All right, so with the breath, inhaling when we're lifting up, our intention, everything to go up, and then exhale, release. Like we try to lengthen our spine, vertebra by vertebra, to create a little bit more space between vertebrae. Lengthening as much as we can, allowing this expansion upward. We also want it to be kind of like rhythmical, so we follow the rhythm of the breath. Inhale and exhale are equal in its power and its length. And once more, we will stretch it up. Long spine, and releasing everything. Very nice. And we can maybe shake your arms, your chest, your back. Very nice. So we continue cooling off. The next exercise is very nice. It's very gentle. We will be on the back with bent knees, and we're lifting up into half a bridge pose. And we begin just moving our pelvis in circles. All right, so it's moving in circles, going as high as we can on the top part and close almost to the floor on the lower part of the circle. And we reverse and going opposite direction circles. And then when we go up, we stay up a little bit and we just kind of shake our pelvis a little bit. It can be like movement from one side to another. Just shake and shake and shake and shake. And we relax, slowly relaxing our pelvis on the floor, stretching legs, relaxing. Just take a moment here. Breathing slowly. And we will bring knees to the chest, roll gently from side to side, and roll ourselves all the way up, seated. And we'll do a couple, just few exercises for activating our muscles in the face. So I'm gonna move myself closer here. So we will begin with releasing tension from the forehead. All right, and for that, we can place either fingertips, like fingertips above the eyebrows, right? Or we can place index fingers like it would be like another brow, right? So what we will be doing, we're slightly resisting. We kind of fixing our eyebrows in that same spot. Not too much. It's not very strong. And then we start to lift our eyebrows. Okay, try to lift them while we're resisting with our fingers. All right, and we hold maybe like 3 seconds, and then release the tension. All right, and then again, inhale, lifting eyebrows, resisting with our fingers. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, release the tension. All right, and again, inhale, going up, and exhale, releasing the tension. And once more, we will create that resistance and release. Very nice. All right, so we work with our forehead. Now we will do a little bit on around the eyes. We very often hold the tension around the eyes. So we will almost make like glasses, right? So we open our eyes wide, and then with our thumbs and index fingers, we're holding the space, and now we try to squint as much as we can and hold for 3 seconds, and then release it, open it wide again. Squeeze, 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 and then release again. Squeeze, hold 3 seconds tight, and then when releasing, we open wide again. All right, squeeze, 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 and open. And we want to breathe. On the inhale, we squeeze. On an exhale, we release and open wide. And once more. And release, open wide. Very nice. Okay. And now will be very interesting exercise. The muscle that we will be working on is this one. And in some I don't know, people sometimes call it like the disgust muscle, because we literally want to like lift this part to, like, we're like, oh, we don't like something, right? Like, so this muscle is not expressed enough, and it holds the tension. So what we will be doing, we'll make an O, okay, O with our, so lips are nicely O, and it also releases the jaw when we make this O. And then we try to just lift here. We are just lifting up and down, up and down. Just hold for a couple seconds up and release. Hold a couple seconds up and release. Remembering to breathe. Deeply through the nose. And then once more. And relax. And we can like just release the tension through this. Maybe do a little bit of tapping, just gently. All right, and so now we will place our, it's the last exercise we're gonna do. We place our fingers lightly on the cheekbones, okay? And we make a smile when our lips are inside, like, I see. So we kind of fold the lips around the teeth. So that's a smile. So this is very lightly, we're not pressing, we just want to feel this muscle. So we make the smile and we feel the tension of this cheekbone. We really try to lift them up, okay? And then relax. We hold a couple seconds and then relax. And you feel how under your fingers, you're lifting up the cheekbone muscle. And then once more, and relax, very nice. Okay, and just to finish, we'll do it's only 3 times. So we inhale, and then on the exhale, we squeeze everything super, super tight, the whole face, and then exhale, release. All right, inhale. Squeeze tight everything, your eyes, your forehead, your jaw, your lips, squeeze tight, hold, 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 hold. Exhale, completely release. And once more, inhale. Everything squeeze tight, hold, 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 hold. Super tight, super tight. And exhale, release. And we will try to tap a little bit all over. Forehead, temples, cheeks, chin, a little bit gently around the eyes. And then we rub our palms together to create a lot of warmth, a lot of heat. And we place it on the face. And then we'll rub again. And now we'll place it on the eyes. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now we will be laying down for our deep relaxation. Okay, to get comfortable. So we'll lay down on the back. And today, again, I will be offering you, offering the script where we will work with our attention, traveling. But you can always choose to just relax and let go, not to follow, because it's quite an exercise for attention. It has a very good effects on our nervous system, our ability to work with our attention and relax and recharge at the same time. But I also understand it's an effort, and we worked really hard today. So you make a choice. But to relax, I invite you to close your eyes completely and relax and feel into your body, softening, melting into floor, completely relaxing. Your breathing is becoming more even and calm. Soft breaths, gentle. All worries and anxieties, any concerns are leaving your body, moving out of your body and out of the space that you're in. All what's left is this calm, relaxed state, lazy state, comfortable state. And your soft, gentle, steady and calm breathing. And now you begin very gradually, feel that your hands becoming heavy. You're experiencing gravity through your hands, melting into floor, so heavy, incredibly heavy, and very calm. Heaviness and calmness in your hands. The more attention you're paying to this heaviness, noticing this heaviness, the heaviness grows. Your hands becoming even heavier. Very heavy hands and very calm. And now you feel the heaviness begin to appear in your legs. Legs becoming very heavy, incredibly heavy. Melting into floor. Heavy, heavy legs. And incredibly calm. Heaviness and calmness in your arms and in your legs. Now it's spreading into your body, and your whole body is begin to experience this incredible heaviness. More and more heaviness. Heavy arms, heavy legs, heavy body, but pleasantly tranquil and calm. Very calm. Your breathing remains very steady and calm. And now this heaviness and calmness is in every cell of your body. Every cell of your being is now responding to the sensation of this pleasant, lazy, healing calmness and heaviness. Calmness and heaviness throughout the body. Your whole body, all muscles feel very calm, heavy and relaxed, while your breathing remains steady and calm. In this state of relaxation, you will remember, your body will remember, your mind will remember that state of peacefulness and complete relaxation. This tranquil state is now very known to you and can be evoked on your own at any time that you need it. And along with the state of complete relaxation, calmness, you will remember that your body knows how to hold your power, and you will be able to trust to express your power safely. You will remember to trust your direction and your inner power. You will remember to honor your needs and your voice. You will remember to take up as much space as you need, and that it will feel very good in your body. You will remember that your anger is a very wise messenger that help you to understand the needs of your boundaries, that your boundaries can be clear but firm. And you will remember that you can stay soft inside and still be very strong and in your full power. Your breathing is even and calm. Every cell in your body is filled with healing peace, rest, and comfort. Peace and rest. In this state of relaxation, you rested really well. You released all the tension, anything that is no longer needed, any discomfort or fatigue, you let it go. And your body began gradually to become pleasantly light. This rest has allowed you to fully recover your strength and your energy. And from now, every breath will bring more energy into your muscles. Your muscles will become more resilient and strong. And we will be taking a deep breath in and out. And start gently wiggling fingers and toes, very gently. And then we will begin rotating hands at the wrists and feet at the ankles. And then go in opposite direction. And then we'll lift our arms and legs and shake them a little bit. Shake and shake and shake. And then rubbing palms together, feet together. And then roll from side to side, just a little bit. And then forward and back until we roll ourselves all the way up so we can sit comfortably. So we can finish our practice together. So we can bring, we can bring our palms either on the heart or one on the belly, on the heart, but both on the belly, whatever feels good. And we'll just connect. Again, we will feel in the body, we feel seated, we feel grounded, we feel connected, we feel that we support it. Feel that you're held, you're welcome here. And then we'll remember our intention, what brought us here in this moment. What was your intention? What was that feeling that you are going towards? And how more understanding of that state, of that feeling you have now, how closer it feels. Or maybe you can already embody that, or at least some part of that. And if you were to carry that feeling, that state within you, how it would change and shift things already today in your actions, in your communication, in your connections, and the way you express yourself and carry yourself. So I invite you to test and try that, like this feeling that you had in your intention already is within you, within your knowledge, within your experience, and you acting, you moving from that space, from that frequency. And I'll take a deep breath in and out. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you.